Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Yusa is adorable.
Oh
You
suck.
You are adorable. Oh yeah. Happy Halloween!
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with finally the 31st 31 Horror Toys in 31 Days review. We have finally made it to Halloween. Thank you all for who have joined me through this voyage of Halloween themed and horror themed action figures. I really appreciate it. Of course, this is the ongoing tribute to the late, great Glenn Webb. He did this 3 years ago, and, you know, I've been trying to pick it up. He was a great man. He always, you know, would respond to you, talk to you about action figures, and he loved horror movies, I know, along with like wrestling figures and Marvel Legends and all that kind of good stuff. And Glenn, buddy, if you're up there looking down on us, I hope you enjoyed this ride. It's all for you, sir. Thank you. I do appreciate the entertainment that you have given us. And today we're going to wrap it up with Sam from Trick or Treat by Mezco. So this is kind of the super deformed figure that Mezco put out last year. I actually got this at my Toys R Us before they closed. It was at Christmas time, and I picked him up. He was by a register when I was paying for some layaway, and I'm like, oh hey, I'm gonna save this for next year. And definitely digging it so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Sam from Trick or Treat in the packaging, and I really like this box. And this looked very, very interesting. Trick or Treat's probably one of my favorite of the new age-ish horror movies. It really kind of kicks back to the 80s style horror movies for me, and I really do dig that. So this was kind of a no-brainer for me to pick up. It's got the Trick or Treat logo right there. It's a Sam. You can see him in there looking all types of cute, like the wear and tear on the box here, the scratches, and looks like the stitch work coming out. Definitely very cool. And it says Trick or Treat at the top right there, and it's got Sam with his little jack-o'-lantern lollipop right there, and then the side it says Trick or Treat. So yeah, definitely very cool. Just kind of a close-up, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat, and there he is, looking cool. Sam, and then here's the side artwork, looking very, very nice. And then, of course, the side artwork, very cool. Definitely digging it. Back of the packaging here, we get the artwork with Sam right there and his little lollipop. There's a little write-up of the character, and then a little explanation of the figure and the style, being in super deformed creation, which is kind of cool, kind of nice. I gotta say that the figure is relatively hefty. So just kind of a close-up really quick. So it says Trick or Treat and Sam. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. And then if you want to pause and read this, you are more than welcome to. And just kind of back up real quick. But yeah, he is absolutely adorable and creepy at the same time. Comes with his little Trick or Treat bag as well that he's dragging around. Yeah, I mean, this guy looks really, really neat. I'm pretty excited to take a look at him finally. So let's go ahead and get Sam out of package and see what we think. So here we have Sam out of the packaging, and for the most part, this is a really fun figure. There are a couple things that kind of irk me about the figure. One is the lack of articulation on the figure, especially like at the elbow and in the legs. There is zero articulation in the legs, which is ridiculous. They could have at least put some swings in at the hips and some swivels at the feet. But no, we did not get that. I'm presuming that was for stabilization because he does have a big old noggin. The other issue I have with this figure is in the hand, and I don't know how well this is going to show up on the camera, but he's got these kind of bloody little red fingertips. You can see it on this hand. And when you put the little gunny sack into his hand, it scrapes all the red paint off the inside of his fingers there. So basically, once you put the little gunny sack in there, you don't want to take it out because it'll just keep tearing up the paint. And that's really, really disappointing. So if you're going to display this figure, just try to pry the thumb and the hand as wide apart as you can to get the gunny sack in, I would guess, from my experience here, and just expect to leave it in his hand. Now that being said, everything else is pretty fun with the figure. I was really surprised that the sucker was this translucent plastic, which is really, really cool. He's a heavy little dude. It's mostly in the head. And his absolutely cute, super deformed head. Do you little pumpkin? As far as articulation goes on the figure, his head does twist all the way around. It does move down that far, it does move up like that, and it does have some swivel. So the head's actually pretty articulated. You can get some nice poses out of it, which is very nice. The arms move up and down like that. The hands do twist like that, and they've got a little bit of, this one at least has a little bit of swing motion, which is nice, and that's it as far as articulation goes on this guy, which is a shame. I would like to have just a little bit more. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, the detail on this figure is really, really nice. His head is so bulbous and super deformed, but he looks like he's wearing a burlap bag with button eyes and stitching. That is very, very cool. I love the fact that the lollipop, his little jack-o'-lantern lollipop, is translucent plastic, and it looks like it could be a lollipop. I think that was a really nice detail. There's good paint apps in here. We get some nice black wash in both the orange costume itself and in the burlap around his head and other parts of the body. The stitching, again, looks really, really good, especially with the little button eyes, the black button eyes. I mean, it really looks sunken in. Lots of great detail, absolutely adorable and creepy at the same time. And finally, looking at the lower half of the figure here, the burlap sack he's holding, the trick-or-treat bag, looks cool, but again, it just tears up the hand, which kills me. He's got these nice little burlap hands, and his fingers are popping out, and they're all bloody at the end. I love the patches on his little pajama costume. Again, lots of nice detail. The little white toes on here look good, all the wrinkles. The black wash looks amazing, and he's got the little onesie butt flap with the little buttons on the back. That absolutely looks fantastic. Just totally, totally dirty and funky, and just adorable all at the same time. The biggest issue, like I said, it's getting that bag into that hand, and it's just going to destroy the paint on his fingertips. For comparison, here we have Sam from Trick or Treat with the Mohawk Gremlin from Gremlins 2, and they're approximately the same size as far as height goes. The Gremlin's a little taller because of his spikes. Sam's definitely a lot heavier. Between the two figures, the Gremlin's definitely cooler, I think. But there's going to be a lot of people that really do dig this Sam figure, and I got a feeling most of those people are going to be the ladies, because it is pretty damn cute. So is the super deformed Sam from Trick or Treat a figure that you want in your horror collection? Well, if you don't like the super deformed stuff, you're probably not going to like this. I haven't really seen a lot of the Sam action figures out there, so this was one I really wanted to pick up. I do like the detail on it, even though it is a little kind of cutesy-pootsy compared to what he actually looks like in the film. I mean, it works for me. I wish there was a little bit more articulation in the figure. Absolutely love the paint on it, love the sculpt work on it. I think it looks remarkable. The thing that irritates me the most, though, is that burlap bag tearing up the paint on his fingertips. Once you get it in, you can't really see it, but it's very visible. So be aware of that. I love the lollipop. That's probably my favorite little feature there. The fact that the head has quite a bit of articulation is nice. I just wish they would have done that a bit more with his shoulders. Maybe give him some swings at the hips and have his feet be able to move back and forth as well. I understand you don't want to go too articulate with this thing because of the size of the head and the weight, but it could have used just a touch more articulation and a better design with that hand holding the bag. So there he is, Sam from Trick or Treat for the 31st 31 horror toys in 31 days. Everybody have a safe and happy Halloween. Thank you all so much for going through the entire series with me. Once again, the tribute to the late, great Glenn Webb. Glenn, buddy, thank you so much for the entertainment over the years. It's still hard to believe you're not with us. And if you haven't seen any videos from Glenn Webb, definitely go over to his page and just subscribe and start watching. And in the words of the great late legend himself, hope to see you all next time. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.